With Eva Maydell, member of the European Parliament, we're looking at digital identity. We're at the European University Institute State of the Union Conference 2023. Thanks so much for being with us, Eva. So what are the challenges we face in actually getting a European digital identity off the ground?
I think we need to look at the European digital identity as some sort of an end goal. I like to describe it that this is the roof of a very complicated and complex house we are building. So the roof is the digital identity, but the bases that make possible the roof to be there and to stand are the national administrations. So when we talk about challenges, I believe we need to focus on the expertise, on the level of preparedness of the national administrations, and how they are able to bring this sort of solutions to life, to citizens. So only if they're well prepared, if they're well aware of the opportunities this would bring to society as well, and they're able to technically execute, all the specificalities, I think only then citizens also will be able to get that uptake. But there's also a couple of other more, technical points. On one hand, it has to be a very user-friendly app. That's something that the businesses, private businesses have well understood. But when it's a solution that's funded with public money, that it has to be user-friendly for everyone, not just a certain part of citizens, it becomes a little bit more complicated. And of course, security is an important component and an important part. I believe finding the balance in between the two, it's tricky because you need both, and probably you need both at the same level. So these are some of the challenges I think that we'll face in a couple of years ahead of now.
Yeah. In fact, there are people who say when we discuss this topic, we've been together for so long as a union. Why does it take so much time to actually get something like this through? But of course, it's not that easy. But could you also quickly describe, where are we actually in that process? Are we at the very start, or are we making progress?
Yeah, well, I think so. If we look at where Europe is as a whole, you have about 25 different sort of online solutions that are given from different countries. You would probably have a number of regional solutions. Certain cities might have their own solutions for one or another thing. So it's quite of a complex system that we currently have. There's a number of issues. One, those systems don't talk to one another from one country to another. So the idea of the eID, the so-called European digital identification, is to make sure that the systems start talking to each other. So once you move around for whether it's holiday, work, study, or any other reason, it will be way easier for your documents to find the right place to be presented. And in this respect, we are very much behind. Despite having national solutions, we don't have transnational solutions, European solutions. So there's a lot of work to be done between national administrations, starting to talk to each other, exchange information, and a lot of technicalities to make the technicalities behind something that would seem the norm to work.
Yeah. You already, talked a little bit about the fact that this would make life so much easier, right? That's clear for everyone to see. Could you give an example of, a particular, area of one's, daily life where this would really improve things, or where you think it will make the biggest difference?
I believe in every aspect, whether you're on a holiday and you need to visit the doctor, you're in an emergency, whether you're wanting to open a new company, whether you would like to get married with your partner in another country, it could ease your life tremendously. And I think, someone earlier said, but I kind of feel that we need to talk more about this, that it should be more into the news. Citizens nowadays are so much used to mobile first that for them, us providing this sort of European solution should be the norm. So that's why it doesn't really make the news that we are working on this, because citizens are already used for everything to be fast, to be mobile first, to be accessible. So in a way, we're a little bit catching up, but hopefully, once it's there, citizens would actually understand the real European identity, the real European citizenship, just like the way we perceive it when we use the euro or we cross borders. So hopefully that would be indeed an extra step for making all of us feel more European.
Yeah, sounds like a wonderful prospect, Eva. In this series, we also look at misconceptions about the issues that we're discussing. In this case, digital identity. Are there things you come across in your daily work where you think, well, actually, this is not entirely correct, or that that is actually different than what people think?
Well, I think one thing is that I think people underestimate that when we speak about digital identity, that it has an incredible potential to modernize our national administrations, to bring them up to speed with where technology is today and it will be tomorrow and in the years to come. Also, another area is related and linked to security. We sometimes talk a lot how these solutions have to be secure, just like I did earlier. But we underestimate the fact that a lot of those solutions have already been around for a very long time and citizens have trusted them, thankfully, in a positive and good way. We haven't experienced big breaches or issues from the way data has been processed and saved and stored and used.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thank you so much, Eva Maydell, for introducing us for a moment in the world of a European digital identity. And to be honest, that's something really to look forward to, I'd say.
Indeed, I hope so. Hope next time we talk, we could show our, European identification to each other and compare how they hopefully work from one country to another.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.